the color they gave her. By the time Kavya turned 14, she knew exactly where she stood in the world. Not at the front of class photos, not under bright lights, not in group pictures, unless someone needed an extra person. Relatives pinched her cheeks and sighed. She's so smart, but such a dark complexion. Apply turmeric, your color might improve. You're at least lucky that you're intelligent. Looks won't help you much. At family functions, cousins were praised for being fair and pretty, while Kavya was advised to stay out of the sun. Even teachers joked, "You must disappear in the dark," followed by laughter. She learned to smile through. People laughed. Kavya learned to laugh too. That was safer. She told herself that it did not matter. But every mirror felt like a proof that it did. In 8th grade, the class was divided into groups for a science exhibition. Kavya did most of the research and wrote the explanation. When it was time to decide who would present, her group leader said casually, "You are definitely good at writing, but let someone else stand in the front." She knew what he meant. No one said it directly, but everyone understood. That evening, Kavya stood in the bathroom, scrubbing her arms harder than usual. Not because she thought they would change, but because her anger needed somewhere to go. Years of color-based comments had turned into internalized shame. Kavya stopped raising her hand in the class, stopped imagining herself being chosen, stopped wanting things that required visibility. She practiced repressive control, swallowing hurt, numbing anger, convincing herself that staying unnoticed was wise enough. But the pressure did not disappear. It just stayed trapped inside her body. One afternoon, while scrolling on her phone, Kavya came across an unfiltered video of a dark-skinned athlete being mocked online and then winning unapologetically without trying to prove anything. The comments were split, some cruel, some powerful, and for the first time, Kavya felt something unfamiliar. Not inspiration, not confidence, anger. Why is the world allowed to comment on a skin like it's public property? Why am I punishing myself for something that never harmed anyone? That night, she did not cry. She did not scrub her skin. She just sat there, realizing something uncomfortable but true. The shame she carried was never hers to begin with. The change did not happen in one day. She still hesitated, still shied away at jokes, but she stopped agreeing with them inside her head and heart. When someone said, "You would look better if you were fair," she did not argue. She simply thought, "That's your belief, not my truth." Kavya did not suddenly love her skin, but she stopped hating herself for it. Something loosened inside her chest. Kavya began practicing emotional reframing. She started seeing her complexion not as a flaw, but as a neutral truth, something that had been unfairly judged. This shame did not belong to her. It had been handed to her. When someone commented, You are too confident for someone so dark. She calmly replied, Yes, I am, because I have worked on myself. No explanation, no apology. Slowly, Kavya aligned herself with a new belief. Her worth was not determined by how closely she matched someone else's beauty standards. She auditioned for the assembly anyway. She did not get selected that year, but she stood on that stage, spoke clearly, and walked away taller than she had ever felt before. She understood this. Your body is not a problem to be solved. Society benefits when you feel small. Alignment begins when you stop shrinking.